Men out here is trying to play with that dog magic and they putting love spells on y'all. They taking y'all name.
If you don't believe in magic or root work, maybe after this video you will. So boom, last year.
Or he'll make you some vegetable Alfredo, some kind of Alfredo or something with a white creamy sauce. What does a man produce that is white, that could blend in with Alfredo? All right?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money.
So for anyone who thinks that it's only women who are out here doing spell work on men, after this video, you might change your mind. So let's listen to this young man who's telling us a story about how he met this young lady and he was so desperate for her to be his, he ended up casting a spell, which he didn't light any candles. Based on what I was understanding from this, he did something else that worked so quick that he couldn't believe it until the girl started acting crazy, started being too much, okay? Because the spell was spelling. Let's get into this crazy story time. Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. Let's get into this story of a man who put a spell on a girl and now it's becoming too much for him because he can't handle it, right? Let's get into it.
If you don't believe in magic or root work, maybe after this video you will. So boom, last year around January of 2025, I'm on a dating app called Facebook Dating. I ran across a profile, and I'm not going to say the woman's name out of respect, but I ran across this woman profile. She was 33, and I later on found out that she had 3 kids, but that's besides the point. So we had a little connection. We were texting on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, well, through the dating app message. And conversation was just great, right? It was really good. We wound up basically leaving the dating app to our phone. So we started texting on our phone, started being on the phone all night. You know, just typical stuff that you do when you like somebody. But it was very strange to me though, because we talk for hours every single day for months, and I'm talking 3 months, and we never ever seen each other. I thought that was very awkward. I just had my own allegations in my head. I'm like, what is it? Like, is she's hiding? Is she secretly talking to somebody? Like, what's going on? So I never, like, you know, really dug deep and like, hey, you know, why aren't you trying to link up or something or anything like that? Because I didn't want to seem, you know, like awkward or anything like that. So I respected it. But like soon after that, like when we were just talking about like what we expect out of each other and like, you know, long-term goals, short-term goals and stuff like that, it was starting to like bother me, because I'm like, damn, I feel like, you know, this individual was playing with me. Because I'm like, for one, I've never in my life, ever in my life, talked to someone for 3 months and never seen them in person. It was crazy. Yeah, we got on FaceTime though. That was cool. We FaceTime all night, every day. But it didn't make any sense to me. So I'm like, what is going on? And it was just like, every time I suggested that we link, it was almost like she was mirroring what I was trying to do. It was awkward. I'm like, huh? I said, you know, we could link this day and this day. She was like, yeah, I was waiting on you the whole time. And I'm like, what? So boom, we discussed all of that. We come up with a date on, you know, or where we're going to meet at in Atlanta. So before we could even see each other in person, like, she used to just block me out of nowhere. Like, she used to block me for no freaking reason. And I'm not going to lie, it bothered the hell out of me, because I'm like, why are you blocking me for, right? Like, why are you blocking me? So boom, we finally meet. You know, we met in downtown Atlanta by Atlantic Station. We chopping it up. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? We walking around by the little statue thing with a waterfall there. You know, it's good vibes, and we just have a deep conversation. So I'm like, cool. You know, finally get to meet in person. Boom. You know. So days go by after that. I'm talking about like maybe 2 or 3 days, and she still blocking me, y'all. She still blocking me. So at this point, I'm very well, like, interested in her, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a little feeling for her. I got a little thing going on. So I'm like, so now I feel like she's playing with me. So I indulged in something that I should have never did. I did dark magic on this woman. And I know what y'all thinking. What the hell? Why would you do something like that? Let me explain. Well, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what I did, but I will say that I was very in tune with my emotions when I was doing this dark magic, ritual magic, whatever you guys want to call it. And I was in my feelings behind it. So you can just imagine the type of emotion and energy that I am putting out on this individual. So boom, I do that. It's crazy because this is the table, like, I'm sitting here right now where I did it. I'm doing that, you know, I'm done with it. So now I just sit back and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I had like the most sinister smile on my face. It was more like a, yeah. It was almost like, you will be mine. I'm just being honest with y'all. Whew. Let me tell y'all this. The turnaround rate for this thing, it worked so fast. Immediately, phone call, boom. I'm talking about the same night. Hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing, just at the house watching YouTube videos. Oh, you want to link up tomorrow? And from then, it was like everything was peaches and cream, y'all. We was hanging out every single day. Do you hear me? I'm talking about every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so bad to where it was like, she wasn't even allowing me to come pick her up. She was driving to come pick me up. It was the most craziest thing ever. And I thought it was just so strange. But I let it go on. I'm like, all right, cool. We in a good little spot. Until I bring her around my friends. And I'm talking about my friends that I've known well over 8 years. And this is the worst I've ever seen her. Everybody that came around me, she was after. And I'm talking about full-fledged on after. She did not trust a soul. Do you hear me? She did not trust a soul around me. She was overprotective. She was very possessive. She told me that I don't want you to work. I want you to move in with me and we can live off my, what is that? She was in the military. What is it called? Is it how people get paid every month from the military? But she was in the Marines. She was like, we can live off of that. And I was like, nah, I don't do that. I'm a man of value. I got to work. And it angered her. I kid you not, like me going to work, because I work for myself, working on cars, it angered her. Everywhere that I was going, she tagged along. I can't make this up. Well, then one night we went to a car meet. It was me, her, and some friends, and she spazzed out. I don't know what happened, but she was talking to my homeboy girlfriend. She jumped out the car. The look that she had in her eyes was crazy. She told me, she looked at me, and she was like, get in the fucking car. Get in the fucking car. And I looked at her, and I was like, who are you talking to? She was like, get in the car. So I get in the car, and she's spazzing out. I'm talking about crying like it did not make sense. It did not make sense. Be careful what you indulge in. I had tapped into some dark forces that not only turned bad, but scared the living shit out of me. And safe to say, I will never do that again.
So y'all know how I talk about you have to cast the ritual or do the spell while you're feeling the emotion. While the emotion is still strong in you, that's when you can do the best work. So when he was talking about what he did, which he didn't get into great details because in my opinion, I got what he was dropping. I picked up what he was dropping down. He was enjoying himself, choking his chicken, in my opinion, and he was thinking of her crazy. He probably had a picture of her sitting right there. He was so focused on her. And then the cherry on top was that sinister look that he had in his eyes after he did what he had to do, which sealed the deal. In my opinion, I say this all the time, you guys don't realize that you're wasting the big O. And not to say that you should be doing this, but when you are in the middle of that and you focus on one thing, you can get this thing into the physical because you're doing some sort of spiritual thing. You're literally casting a spell.
This is a warning to any woman that will hear me right now. A lot of people, right, are aware, especially if you grew up in the South, or if you're from an African family, or you have a Caribbean family, or maybe y'all are from like South America, something like that, right? A lot of us are aware that a man should not be eating a woman's spaghetti, lasagna, things with red sauce, right? Because she could be hiding, she's into that craft of the witch, she could be hiding her menstrual blood inside of there, and in order to put a love spell on you, to mess with your mind, put them roots on you. But it is never talked about that men do the same thing. Now, obviously, men don't produce that, so they use something different. Some of you on Valentine's Day will be taken out, right? Excuse me. He will invite you over his house, and he will make you a meal. It will make you some seafood Alfredo, or he'll make you some vegetable Alfredo, some kind of Alfredo, or something with a white creamy sauce. What does a man produce that is white, that could blend in with Alfredo? All right, I don't have to say, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, he'll do that, and he'll hide it in your food, and it won't be much. Just like a witch with the blood, she's not going to do it so much that you're going to taste it. A warlock is not going to do so much that you're going to taste, but you'll feel it. So it will be in order to control your mind. You understand me? Some of you wonder why you can't let a certain man go, why this guy is not even your type, and so forth, but you're obsessed with him. You're dreaming of him. Some of you have left someone a long time ago, yet you're still dreaming of them. You're seeing them in your dreams, etc. That day, a lot of February 14th is a day that a lot of these things begin, right? It's not, there's no such thing as a good person. Understand that. Men are not good. Women are not good. This is not, oh man, these poor men. I mean, these men are doing this and these women are doing that. No one is good. It's even written that no one is good. None is good but God. Understand that. There are witches and there are warlocks of every shape, size, color, gender, whatever. Okay? And man, my phone is messing up as I'm trying to make this message. So I'm really trying to get this out. It's not the only way to do a love spell, but it's pretty efficient and pretty common. So the enemy really does not want me putting this video out. My phone is messing up a lot. I'm going to make a part 2 of this video. It will probably be out tomorrow, which is the Saturday, February 8th. I'll do more teaching on it, but I'm likely going to end up just doing a live on my channel. So I'll do a live. I'll probably do some deliverance on love spells, teachings, and so forth. So yeah, actually what we're going to do here, I'm actually just going to turn this into a live, right? So I may have a part 2 in a live.
It was very much a love spell / obsession spell wrapped in one, right? Because immediately after, the girl now wants to meet up with him, wants to see him, and wants to do this and wants to do that. And then the thing is, he didn't realize that girl was probably already crazy to begin with. Now she is acting crazy around your friends. Now she wants you all to herself because she was already a possessive person. Because all that's going to do is just magnify what's already within you, what you already have. So if someone is angry and you cast a spell on them, they're going to be obsessed with you and still be angry. You know what I mean? So therefore, this young lady didn't want you to hang out with your friends, calling you, screaming at you in front of your friends and disrespecting you, because in my opinion, that was kind of disrespectful. Now, because she wants you all to herself. Hell, she probably don't even want you to go to work. She wanted him to move in. That is one thing that I always say. These bums are casting spells on y'all and y'all don't even realize, because when you have sex with them all the Now they're living in your house, you're taking care of them. I hope that's not the case, right? But you're taking care of them, and you 2 or 3 weeks later, you're trying to wonder how the heck did you end up in this position with this man in your house that is a stranger, and all he can offer you is good peeing. Because these men are out here casting spells, talking about, oh, whose punani is this? Oh, I'm going to beat this up. Oh, you know, this, in the middle of it, right? Because what they're doing is pulling on your energy. And as a woman, until you realize your feminine energy and the energy of the sexual fluid that you release, until you realize that, men are going to continue to use that against you. And just like men can actually use then it's the same way for women, especially for women. It's more powerful for a woman to do that. And that is the reason why I find it to be very cringe when I see men who are overly sexual, like crazy sexual, like all they can think about is having sex. I think that's weird.
Men out here is trying to play with that dog magic, and they putting love spells on y'all. They taking y'all names, put it on them sheets of paper, writing it 3 times, burning it, and you wondering why your ass is messed up. I promise you. Y'all women, bro, y'all don't be knowing what people be doing. You gotta understand, just because you don't see a nigga do it, don't mean he ain't doing it. Connotations on your name. They got your birthday at the top, his birthday at the bottom, got your name, last name, written in a circle 3 times and a cross. Take that cinnamon, they pull that cinnamon over that paper, fold it up, put it over that candle and burn it. Why I can't find no man? These niggas all tripping. You don't know what niggas you dealt with playing with you.
We're going to touch up some stuff on this book. So in this book is called Spell of Abundance, Love, Wealth, and Protection. So in this book, on the first page, actually, I have a glamour affirmation that you will basically say, you stand in front of the mirror and you stare at yourself and you admire yourself, and you will say to yourself how beautiful you are. You'll basically steal your beauty, like your glam, after you've done your makeup, or even stand in front of the mirror naked with nothing on, so you can really reaffirm yourself of your beauty, of your confidence, and all that. This book is mainly for like self-confidence and self-elevation, calling the goddess in you, calling the divinity in you, calling the beauty in you, and also work with the moon, because the moon represents the woman, the mother, water, all of this. So yeah, I have all the steps in here of all the spells that you need to. It has one to get rid of unwanted guests. It's pretty funny. To get rid of unwanted guests. And this book right here, right? So I'm gonna run down real quick about the materials that you're going to need. You will need a brand new broom. It has to be brand new. And you will need a piece of parchment paper, a black pen, a black trash bag, because we're going to get rid of this sucker, right? And of course your intentions. And also I have spells on here that you can say. I have daily affirmations. And also I have spells on here that you can do every single day to work with the energy of the planets of the day, and also the archangels that work with the day. So anyways, there's so many spells. There's a 7-day manifestation spell with archangels, and let's see, a 30-day money spell with bay leaves and the Fihu sign, which is a money sign. It's like an F with the extra part. Anyways, the symbol is there, and I even show you like what you need to do, what the sigil looks like, all that, and the keys to enhance your spell. So there are different things on here on how to enhance your spell, and basically